Okay, here we go. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports Dummies Special Edition. We are going through a lot of football just tonight. Not to mention, we're going to try to squeeze in a Saturday show because there's so much football going on. Happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. We got Thursday football all day. We have Friday football. This is all NFL. And then in college, we have Friday football as well. And then Saturday, this is rivalry week in college, and it's a very exciting time if you're a college football fan. I know that we are. We're super excited. I think the brackets came out again for the third or fourth time this time. I don't think there's much movement right now. But with that being said, we're going to dive into everything that is football tonight and probably get a little disgusted when we talk about certain things. So
Mm,
you could probably figure out what those are going to be. So with that being said, what's up, Mike? How we doing tonight? What's going on?
Good. How
What
are
is
you?
new? I'm
Good.
good, man. What is new?
Excited.
Anything?
Excited. Heading into Thanksgiving week,
Yes.
Thanksgiving weekend. A lot of good food coming. Good
Oh yeah.
friends, good family, and great football weekend.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, a lot of big things happened last week. Some good, some not so good.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, I think it just keeps. We're starting to see, I think, in the NFL as well as college, the cream's going to rise to the top, and the lower tier is going to sink to the bottom.
I was going
So
to say we're kind of seeing that now. Teams are
finally, we
really starting to pull away, and people say that the NFL season typically, realistically, starts now, right?
right.
Everything
Yeah.
leading up to this point was kind of figure out who you are, what you are, how you're going to go about it, and now we are getting into the last 6 weeks of the year, and they are the most crucial parts of the year because these games, like, not does every game matter, but these games really matter. These games are going to not only they're going to depict seeding when it comes to the playoff, they're going to depict whether you're in the playoff, whether you make them, whether you miss them. These games are going to tell you everything. Who's going to be with your team next year? Who's
Yes. Who's
not
gonna
going
be
to be with
coaching
your
your
team?
team?
Exactly.
Right.
Who's going to be leading
Yeah.
your ship? Who's not going to be leading your ship? Who may be your quarterback? Who might not be your quarterback? I
Right.
think. Let's take Arizona for example, right off the bat. There's the team right there that's probably going to do what they can to get higher in the draft next year, um, because Kyler Murray has probably played his last downs there. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody. They
Right.
seem to have been looking towards this end goal probably for a couple of years. I mean, to me, the kid is not a starting NFL quarterback, just like Justin Fields, just like Mason Rudolph. These guys are just not starters in the NFL.
Right. They're backup for a reason.
I full heartedly believe that they are backups. Now, again,
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was this phenomenon coming out of college, and he was great in college. Well, guess what? I know a guy that was also great in college, probably one of the best quarterbacks to ever go to college.
Trevor Lawrence?
No, Trevor Lawrence sucked.
In college, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He just got lucky with a good team. Anyway, is in my opinion, this is my humble opinion, by the way, is Tim Tebow. I think the guy was
No,
probably,
phenomenal college quarterback.
I think he was one of
Yeah.
the best college quarterbacks that ever played a game. Didn't translate to the NFL.
Joe Burrow?
He
No.
had
No.
he had success in the NFL for maybe a year, but
Right.
really spotty stuff like that. Kyler Murray, I'm kind of thinking is this kind of the same way, right? Spotty success. Justin Fields, spotty success, not overwhelming success. You can
We can throw
almost
another name in there. It
go ahead,
reminds me of those two guys, Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor. Um, to
You
me,
know.
though, I'll be honest with you. Terrell Pryor is hometown, hometown guy here around the Pittsburgh area. Um, to me, though, he was more of a high school athlete. He was just a
Oh,
phenomenon in high
absolutely.
school. A
Yes.
phenomenon in high school.
You know, he,
Um,
he should tight end. I don't know, something of a quarterback in college. You know,
yeah,
I'm not sure defense maybe. I totally agree with you. You
yeah,
know.
Yeah, I think he would
Wide
excel
receiver, maybe. I don't know.
He probably would have excelled a little bit more if he was a wide receiver. He was a big guy. He's a huge guy.
He was gigantic here.
Yeah. He's humongous. So he was a man playing amongst boys when he was in high school.
He was playing in double A too, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, kid is completely athletic and gifted. There's no doubt about that. I do have some notes here. We'll get into that though when we get into what's going on. Actually, well, no, we'll get into that. So let's just kind of go through the list here. Some games that may have surprised you, some games that kind of didn't surprise you. Let's start at the top. Let's go make our way down. Let's start at the first one here, which is just so happens to be not a surprise to me. And that was Pittsburgh going into Chicago and losing in Chicago. Historically, the Steelers haven't fared well in Chicago. I think they've won twice since 1995.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not a good record. And it's certainly not a good record with Mike Tomlin as the head coach. We've been pretty harsh in our chat here about how we feel this team is responding and playing under Mike Tomlin, and we're starting to see it from former players around the league as well. James Harrison's one of them. The league. I haven't heard anything from Ike Taylor, but Ryan Clark is another one who is pretty harsh on Ben Roethlisberger is pretty harsh on him. I think Stephen A. Smith has also come out and has been pretty harsh on him.
He's on Brian McFadden this week too.
Brian McFadden. Okay. Who is Joe Hayden? Joe Hayden. That was the name I couldn't figure out who was with James Harrison. It's Joe Hayden.
Joe Hayden, yeah. And they both said the same thing, scheme.
Yeah.
Schematic is why they're losing. Coaching and schematics.
And the crazy thing is we're still talking, we already said it, we're still talking about the fact that, about 2 years ago now, Julian Edelman went on his podcast, and we've brought this up numerous times on our show already, and he's come out and he has said, and he's talked to former players and I think current players as well, and he said verbatim, is he still running that broke ass bullshit defense?
Yes.
And he went on this tangent about how every time that they played Pittsburgh, they didn't have a care in the world because they knew they were going to beat them because of the defensive scheme that they ran every single. He said they don't change. And by the looks of it, it's still I still don't have. I have the. I must be stupid when it comes to football in the sense of understanding that a defensive-minded coach has historically had the worst defense for the past 3 to 4 years. Now, we have always said, surround yourself with people who are smarter than you.
Right.
We talk about Mike Tomlin's coaching tree. He doesn't have it.
Zero.
So I think that this guy has too much of an ego to want to put somebody in a room that's smarter than him for fear that he might be replaced or something of that nature. But again, if he was smart, he would put those people in place so then he could look better and people would praise him for turning the team around, when in actuality it's the OC or it's the DC or it's the the schemer or whatever the case is. You almost look and think to yourself, are we wasting Omar Khan's talent of acquiring these guys that we've acquired? I mean, realistically, we should have an all-star team. We should have had an all-star defense for the past 2 years. I mean, guys like Jalen Ramsey.
Right.
We had guys. Who do we? Peterson. Patrick Peterson. I mean,
Patrick Peterson, Jalen Ramsey, Patrick Queen.
Right.
You know, you add them to what we already have in Cam Hayward and T.J. Watt, and
you take these guys and you put them on a different defense. You take these guys and you put them with I'm trying to Lou Anaromo. Who's that?
Yeah.
Lou Anaromo. You put these guys with him. Oh,
yeah.
I don't think people are scoring more than 10 points on this team.
No. I mean, right now, you can honestly sit back, look at our defense, and say we're no better than the Cincinnati Bengals. Think about that. Probably worse. Probably worse off.
We have better names.
You know? We have a bunch of better names.
We have prestige with our names.
Right. But I've heard the argument that they signed these guys 4 years too late. But listen, you put Jalen Ramsey at safety, guess what? He's an all-pro. Look at him. He's playing fantastic.
Yeah.
But again, Darius Slay, we forgot him.
Right.
We've added
Darius
guys,
Slay.
and it's just not adding up. And again, schematics. Man, you brought up that interview, and it's schematics, man. It's coaching. They're not changing. James Harrison's just outburst this week.
Oh, his rant.
Yes, right on.
His rant was epic. If you haven't heard it, go find it. It's on the Joe Hayden and James Harrison podcast. Excuse me for not knowing what the name of that podcast is, but look it up. You'll find it. It's pretty easy. And just listen to James Harrison just throw an absolute bitch fest. And he's right about just about everything he said.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we talked about this a little bit today. The Steelers went in this game offensively, knowing that they had their top 3 starting linebackers out.
Right.
By the end of the game, they had 6 starters on defense out of the game, and they never used the middle of the field, never used the tight ends.
They never do,
and no slants, no anything. It was just baffling. Nope.
It's like,
and you and I were on the same page about Mason Rudolph. He's a backup quarterback.
He's not a starter.
Right.
There was, and I said this in a different group chat with my buddies. There is no reason, in my opinion, why, as shitty as we looked going into the fourth quarter, being down by, and again, we were down by 3, and there was a very big questionable call there. Why would you punt it when you got one of the best kickers in the league? Just give him an attempt, for fuck's sake. Just let him try it. We already seen one guy hit a 70-yarder in preseason. We've seen another guy hit a 68-yarder to win a game. Like, just give the guy a shot. All right.
Yeah.
But what was the reason why nothing was working with Mason Rudolph? We already know what he is. He's not a starter. Okay. He started with us, didn't do well. Went to Tennessee, started with them, didn't do well. Now he's back here with us. And I told you before, if he's going to start a game, he's going to mess it up. If he comes in to relieve a game, he's good. He's good. He can make the throws. But if he's a starter and the pressure's on him, he can't do it. What was the reason why we couldn't have put in Will Howard in the fourth quarter of that game and just give the kid a shot? See what we got. See what we got.
Right. Yeah, the one thing
at worst case scenario, we would have had to have changed our depth chart from Rodgers, Mason, Howard. And instead, and it could have gone Rodgers, Howard, Mason. By the way that the kid looked. Who knows? The kid may have pulled out some magic, right?
Yeah.
We always talk about these magic, these miracle throws and catches and stuff like that. Nobody knew who the hell Stephon Diggs was until he caught that ball in Minnesota and ran it in for a touchdown to win the game.
Exactly. You're right. You're exactly right. Yeah. The one thing that I kept harping on when I'm watching this game is we were able to run the football with ease on this team, and we just stopped doing it. For some reason, Arthur Smith goes away from the run too early. Gainwell had a good game. Warren had a good game. And we're wasting DK Metcalf's talent, by the way.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Same thing with John. Same thing with Jonnu Smith.
Yes.
With Darnell Washington, with Pat
Pat
Freiermuth.
Freiermuth. Yes.
I mean, truthfully, okay. This is going to sound really, really screwed up, and I may get backlash from it. I don't even think you need an operable wide receiver 2 when you have those 3 guys.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to disagree with you there, just for this reasoning. Because when they're on the field with DK, you have matchup problems all over the field.
Right.
So you don't have, and not to mention if you do put Calvin Austin out there, you're fine. So who you going 1-on-1 with? So to me, you still have that problem defensively, a matchup problem.
Right.
The problem is the quarterback's not having any time to throw, and when he does, he's not. If Rodgers is in this game, we win, in my opinion. I just thought we saw Mason's downfall here.
I definitely like Rodgers' capabilities more than Mason's. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that's why when you brought that up last week, I was like, thank you for bringing it up. Like, I've heard too many people going, "Oh, I'm so happy with Rudolph starting." Why?
No.
We know what he can do.
We've seen it
and we know what
in
he can't
two
do.
places. We've seen it in 2 places. So guess
right.
what? Guess what the common denominator is, people? It's Mason. Okay?
Right. He's a good backup quarterback. That's what he is.
It's not like he left here and he found success in another place and they decided we're going to go younger. No.
As a matter of fact, he never won a game in Tennessee, which is insane. So
I mean, I was excited. I'll tell you this. I was excited to bring him back for the simple fact that he was a good backup. That was it.
I was too. Thank you. Me too. Yep.
I was excited about the fact that we were going to get a cheap veteran that knew the system.
Yep.
And he was going to be a quality backup.
Yep. 110%. At a cheap price like that, fine. Yep. I was all for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. But again, I think what you and I are both hitting on here, it's all coming back to coaching issues.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't see I didn't see his post-game press conference, but the garbage he was spitting out as usual was saying, we lost to a good team, and you spend it how you want it.
Yeah.
It's
all cliches and catchphrases. That's all it is. We knew who they thought they were, and it was a hard-fought battle, and the standard is the standard, and I mean, it's just the standard is the standard. This is the standard. Mediocre, suck-ass football. That's the standard.
Yep. Exactly.
Nobody fears us. Nobody cares about us anymore. Nobody looks at us and they say, "Boy, I really hate to go into Pittsburgh and play them at the end of the year." Nobody cares.
No.
Nobody cares. The damn defense is Swiss cheese. They can't stop a cold. I'm waiting for the number 7th ranked DC in the league peer review of Terrell Austin to show up, because all I've seen is some guy who was put into a position because somebody else decided that they wanted to retire, i.e. Dick LeBeau.
Right.
And in my opinion, Artie Smith, you're no better than Matt Canada right now, in my opinion. Give me, who I want back? Color me pink. You know who I want back?
Mike Mularkey,
Todd Haley. Give me Todd Haley.
Yeah.
Give me
Todd
I'm
going to say, listen, the best defensive coordinator we've had here wasn't named Dick LeBeau in the last 10 years. Is Brian Flores. Give me him back.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why he left after 1 year.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have control. That's why.
Right.
Bottom line.
Yeah. And Terrell Austin, what does he care?
Exactly.
He's getting a paycheck.
He still has the title. He's getting paid. Yeah.
What's he care?
Right.
The only thing that's gonna matter to him is at the end of the year he's gonna have to answer to this stuff, and his ass is on the hot seat.
Right.
But again, look at the common denominator and everything. You got a defensive-minded head coach that can't coach defense.
Right. Think about that. Think about that.
And what's crazy too is I heard him talk about, oh, I'm not going to take over responsibilities for DC yet. Why would you?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would you? Why would you take it over? It's basically your defense. It's what the shit you're calling.
Right. Because he doesn't want to take the blame, but you're as a head coach, the blame's on you. It starts at the top. So,
absolutely.
I mean, he just doesn't want that gripe. And finally, the national media is saying what we've been saying for years. So,
yeah,
honestly, look at the remaining schedule. I see us going 3-3, maybe 2-4. 9-8 would be your max. You're not making the playoffs. I hope they go 2-4 and don't make the playoffs and he gets canned. But again,
I really at this juncture in at time. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Steelers right now, and I'm gonna look up the remaining schedule. This is how it looks for the next 6 games, Mike. The Bills versus the Bills, loss. Right. At the Ravens, loss. Versus the Dolphins, tie.
That's a win.
They'll tie it.
Darren A-Chain, yeah. He might run for 200.
Yeah, they'll tie it. At Detroit, loss.
Oh, forget about it. Yeah.
At Cleveland, I'm going to go ahead and say loss.
We'll beat them.
No, I don't think we will. We'll beat
them. Sanders is garbage.
I don't think we will. And versus the Ravens, last home game. Yeah, I can see us going 1-5, and it's stretching it to 2-4.
I said 3-3. I could see us splitting with Baltimore, beating Cleveland and Miami.
I don't. I really don't. I mean, how do you see us splitting with Baltimore when?
Because they're bad. Because they're as bad as.
Oh my God! Look at our defense, though.
Listen. I agree with you, but look at Baltimore's offense. They're bad right now. There's something wrong with Lamar Jackson right now, and they're not saying what's going on. But he didn't make it through a walkthrough today. He's not running for a reason, and right now, so I read this stat today, which is pretty amazing about Derrick Henry. So the last 2 years, he had 105 broken tackles 2 years ago, or last year, 89 the year before. He has 18 this year. It's a combination of a bad offensive line, plus he's getting hit quicker behind the line. Right. And he's just not breaking tackles. And Lamar Jackson's not running anymore because of injury. So their offense is pretty bad, pretty anemic like ours. And they struggled against the Jets. I mean, I don't know.
Well, somebody's got to know something. Listen,
they're winning division, so
somebody's got to know something in Vegas, because at 4-6, and the Steelers at 6-4, Baltimore had the odds-on favorite to win the division.
Oh yeah. And I picked them when we were 4-1. They were 1-4. I said they're still going to win the division, and they're going to. Yeah. I mean,
I don't see why they wouldn't, to be honest with you.
Right.
But I got one more loss from Cincinnati, and then I predicted that one, losing season out of them this year. And they tried like hell. They almost won that game.
They did. Yeah.
26.
They played their butts off.
Ended up covering half a point. Detroit and New York.
Nice win this week.
What's that?
The Chiefs was nice come behind victory.
Yeah. The Lions and Giants.
Wow, what a game.
Fired their DC.
The Lions did.
No.
The Giants did.
Yeah. Fired Shade Bowen. Their interim coach is Charlie Bullen. He's named the DC as their outside linebackers coach. Listen to these stats. You ready? This is why this guy got fired, and I don't blame him. But again, I commend the Giants for having balls to do something about it. You ready?
Right.
Week 2 versus Dallas. The score was 37-34 in the fourth quarter with 14 seconds left. Week 5, New Orleans, 14-3 in the second quarter, 7:50 left. Week 7 against Denver, 26-8, fourth quarter, 5:19 left. Week 10 against Chicago, 20-10, fourth quarter, 3:58 left. And finally, week 11, Detroit, 27-17, fourth quarter, 10:57 left. You know what all of those games have in common?
A loss.
Yep. Every single one of those games they lost.
Wow.
And they had the lead.
Wow.
And only one of those games they blew the lead in the second quarter. All the other games that they blew the lead in was in the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
This
Heck,
one,
honestly,
the Denver game was the worst.
That Denver game.
The Denver game was the worst. You're winning 26-8 with 5 minutes and 19 seconds left. And they come from behind and scored what? 26 points or 19 points. They scored 19 points in 5 minutes to win that game.
Insanity. I mean, total insanity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy, absolutely insane. So yeah, that got him fired for that. The Giants cover that 12.5 spread, which was ginormous. We were all on Detroit. We again, Jameis Winston. I don't think he's a starter either, but he's another one of those guys that you need to have. You know what I mean?
I agree.
He pumps you up. You know, just a good guy to have in your locker room. Indianapolis and Kansas City, good game, 23-20. Kansas City ends up edging that one out. Here's a game that I'm worried about, or here's a game that I'm not worried about it. But here's a game that kind of shocked me, and not so much because, I guess everything about it. Minnesota and Green Bay, 23-6. Mike, I know you don't really care for JJ McCarthy.
No, I think he's garbage.
But
yeah,
I thought this team would have had a little bit more fight than 6 points.
Yeah, I just, teams know to shut down the run and make this guy beat them. He can't.
Right.
I mean, you see the past 2 weeks the frustration. Jordan Addison had one target this week. Justin Jefferson is getting double teamed.
Right.
TJ Hawkinson's non-existent. I mean, There's something going on there. The kid, his interceptions are bad. His misses on wide open throws are bad.
Right.
I didn't understand the pick when they took him at number 21. I didn't think it was a first round quarterback. He won because of defense in college, and I don't know. He's just showing me that it was a pick that I don't know I don't understand it. I don't think he'll ever be a good quarterback, and we'll see.
We will see. Let's see here. Did I get to anything that I need to talk about? Not really. Browns ended up beating the Raiders. Shador's first start and first win, so good for him.
He was bad though.
So
he wasn't good if you saw any of that game. The touchdown he got taken for a screen pass, 166 yards.
Yeah, that was his first touchdown. But the big thing here is that he gets his first win as a starter.
Right.
People are calling him the next Messiah, apparently.
Right.
This is why you should have started him all year long. Okay.
Right.
We'll see what happens next week. But Chip Kelly, offensive coordinator, fired. Out of here. Get out of here. For Vegas. So I think I don't know who's taken over play calling for that, but I mean it's just another one there. You got talent on.
It looks bad.
Yeah, but you got all kind of talent on that team. Your best wide receiver, you traded him away. Didn't really understand that, but you got a great future started with Bowers and Genty.
Bowers and Genty. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great start.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Max Crosby doesn't want to move out of there. He loves Vegas, but if I was him, I'd be hitting a highway and trying to win now.
Absolutely.
So, and then I guess the last two games here to really talk about. Well, let's talk about Kirk Cousins first. Kirk Cousins looking like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So, looks good for them there. Wasn't enough to beat you in fantasy, considering the fact that you had three guys go over 25 points.
I was gonna say I had some big games from guys. Yeah. I mean,
God, all my guys underperformed, all your guys overperformed. So
yeah,
I got massacred almost by 100 points. That was pretty bad. Tampa Bay and LA. Again, we talked about Baker and his shoulder sprained AC.
But the Rams are legitimate, man.
Yeah, but you can't sit here and say that score would have been.
Oh,
that score would have been different if Baker was a little bit healthier.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, that team just beat up. They're not the same running the ball without Bucky Irving. White's okay. Tucker's okay. Tucker had a big week last week or 2 weeks ago. Wasn't anything this week. Godwin came back. Didn't do much. Igbuka, his first game, really not doing much. But again, no one throwing to him. The Rams just put the wraps on that team early, and just it was a walk through the second half. So. The Rams look really strong right now. Stafford's having a phenomenal year. Adams is having a great year. Puka's having a good year. I mean, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. So
I'm actually looking up to see if there's any news on his shoulder. It says, AC joint, low grade AC joint sprain. So that's what we're seeing. Which okay, that's great. But it doesn't certainly when that's really the only guy on your team to help your team win. So that's a big loss there. The Carolina and San Francisco, I thought Carolina would have brung it a little bit more on being on prime time, but they didn't do great. 20-9. But then again, the Niners didn't do great either, did they?
No. Brock Purdy tried to give that game away.
Yeah. You said that there was, I think it was like in the first half or beginning of the second half. You had texted and you said 3 pick. Purdy's not looking good, and I said, yeah, but they're up by 7. So
no.
3 picks and they're still up. I mean,
because Bryce Young was just as bad.
It doesn't really hurt them apparently. I was like, yeah, but they may have gotten 3 picks, but they've only managed to score 3 points. So I guess they're giving them a point. I guess they're giving them a point a pick.
Yeah. Well, Donald didn't do anything. The Niners defense wrapped them up. McCaffrey had a nice game, 142 total yards. So but yeah,
and that's the other thing about that. You had that end zone trip, the red zone trip, and you throw it. It's almost reminiscent of the Patriots and Seahawks Super Bowl when you're down there.
Yes.
Why would you throw the ball? Give it to Dowd, right?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So they threw the ball. They threw it an interception. It's stupid. Speaking of San Francisco, here's something that I found quite comical. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk. Haven't heard much about him this year, right? The Niners went ahead and voided his $26 million guarantee for next year. Do you know what this guy had to do in order to gain that $26 million? Do you know what he had to do?
No.
You ready?
Yeah.
He had to go to meetings and show up to work.
And that's it.
That's it. Grant, listen to what I said. Guaranteed
$26 million.
All you had to do was show up to work.
That tells you where his mind is as a player.
I mean, he
So
could
he's
have showed
done
up to work.
everything.
Yeah, he could have showed up to work and just slept in every meeting.
Right.
He was there, right? Can't take his money according to his contract. You can't take his money off of him. He showed up, came to work, went to meetings, but he didn't do any of that. Unbelievable. I thought that was
I understand.
yeah. Hey, like all I need you to do is once a week, actually 3 times a week, I need you to come in for a meeting and show up to work on time. If you do that, I'll give you $26 million.
Done. I'll be there 5 days a week.
I'll be there 7 days a week.
Right?
I'll be there 7 days a week for 18 weeks. That's it.
Right.
Just 18 weeks.
Man.
Unbelievable. Big news. Well, we'll get to that big news when we talk about it, because I think they're one of the teams that are playing on Thursday. Yeah, they are. New Orleans. Get this. I haven't heard any other new news on this, but New Orleans was working out Justin Tucker for kicker.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What is that? Grappy. He missed 2 field goals or 3 field goals on Sunday.
Wow.
So they're looking to move on from him. But
wow.
Tucker served his 10-game suspension. He is now eligible to return, and New Orleans had a crack at him. They also worked out somebody else too. Off the top of my head, it's escaping me, but I mean the big name in that was Tucker on. So
interesting.
May see Tucker in a new uniform before the end of this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, kind of ran through some of the highlights of last week and Monday. So, without further ado, let's get into Thursday and Friday. So, Thursday at 1 p.m., we have the Green Bay Packers, who are going to go to Detroit for Detroit's annual tradition of playing on Thanksgiving, which I think Green Bay's kind of had that tradition as well too. And Detroit is going to give 2.5 to Green Bay, and the over under is set at 48.5.
Detroit in this one.
You got Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit in the over.
I mean, it would be hard not to take the over in this game. It's going to be inside, so there's no weather that you need to worry about. And this wrong.
I think Green Bay is one of the most disappointing teams in the league this year.
They certainly seem that way, don't they? I'm kind of worried about this offense. I think Josh Jacobs, he's banged up too. They're not sure if he's going to play, especially with this short turnaround. He's got a knee injury that he banged up. So who's going to be their running back? Who knows? Christian Watson came back. I don't think he was much of a factor though. I think Jaden Reed, his window has been opened up. I think he's designated to return. I'm not sure if he'll play this game. But I'm going to follow you on Detroit. I think that's an easy one. It's the over under though that I'm getting hung up on, because I don't think Green Bay can score that many points anymore, and The Lions have been struggling on offense the last couple of weeks since Dan took over. So I'm going to take the under in this game of 48.5. I think this is probably going to be like it's going to be kind of a dull game to start the week, the day off, the 1 p.m. slot. It's probably going to be like 20-17 or something like that. 20 to.
Well, if you remember, this is a opener for these two teams. Green Bay put a beating on Detroit 27-13. That's when we thought, wow, Green Bay with that trade for Micah.
Right.
And never, ever since then, he's been disappointment to me. But you're right, their offense. I don't know what's going on with their offense. Wilson seems like a capable backup at running back, but their wide receiver room's a mess. Everyone's hurt.
Yeah.
And then Clay Walker's hurt also on defense for the Packers. So if there's a time for Detroit that needs to get their offense going, it'd be this game because they definitely need a conference win, a division win, a conference win. So give me Detroit in the over. I think I'm kind of with you. It could be. I just think Detroit's going to score a little more points. So
it seems that every time we think that, Mike, it never happens. It always ends up going on the
good
under.
point. Good point. Yeah.
I mean, there's been quite a few games where we looked at and we were like, this game's definitely going over. Look at these teams. They're juggernauts, blah. And they come out and they're like 10-13, and we're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
I just kind of think it's
last 3 or 4 weeks has happened.
Yeah.
Too many times.
I think it's going to be one of those type of games. I think it's going to be a little bit tighter. Not to mention, too, this is kind of a pivotal game for both of these teams right here.
It is.
Divisional game.
It is.
They're not going to go. I don't think they're going to go too crazy. Packers are 7-3. Lions are 7-4. Green Bay need this bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I still like the under on this. So, all right. The next one, 4:30, Kansas City Chiefs going into Dallas, going into Jerry World, another stadium, dome stadium-esque type game, and it's at weird 4:30 time.
Yeah.
So, the sun is going to play a factor probably a little bit, but they're giving the Chiefs 3. Excuse me. They're giving the Cowboys 3.
Okay.
So it's Kansas City -3, and the over/under is set at 52.5. Big spread. Big spread. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll take this one first. We're still worried about Dallas defense, right?
It was pretty damn good this weekend, being down 21-0, coming back and beating the Eagles, though.
Right. But again, they still let up 21 points in the first half, I think it was.
Right.
What was it, 21-3 at the end of the half or something like that? And they come back to win, which is great. They got to come back from behind win. The Eagles seemingly fell apart, really. Some of their wins they were tight wins, and some of their losses were by big numbers. I mean, they lost to the Bears 31-14 in Chicago. They lost to the Panthers in Carolina. Lost to the Broncos in Denver. I don't know. This is a tough one for me because I know the full. I mean, we see the potential of the Cowboys, and I think that's what usually ends up holding us up as to how we feel about these games and where we see them. Because the potential of the Cowboys is that they can score 7 touchdowns and 7 drives, or they can do 3 and outs in all 7 drives. We just don't know. It's one or the other. It doesn't seem like it's much.
Yeah. Big news that everyone cannot know with this game is George Pickens. Couple injuries. He's questionable right now, limited in practice. So
to me,
definitely keep an eye on this one.
Yeah, to me, I think he plays. He's limited in practice because he's going to play this on Thursday. Here's a real kick in the balls too. He almost has as many receiving yards as the entire Steelers receiving corps.
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah. So that's a kick in the dick. Um, give me Dallas because they're getting 3. That's pretty much the only reason why I'm going to take Dallas is because they're the ones getting the points, and it's a sizable amount of points. It's whoa. This has changed.
Oh,
This has changed.
okay.
It's now 3.5. Yeah,
Oh,
it's now 3.5. Makes
okay.
my
What's the over under the same 52.5?
yes. Makes my case a little bit easier to take the Cowboys because they're getting 3.5, so they have that hook. But the only reason why I'm taking the Cowboys in this scenario is because they're getting points. That's it, plain and simple. No other rhyme or reason about it. They're the ones getting points, so I'm going to take them, and I'm certainly taking the. Um, I'm gonna surprise you all. I'm gonna take the under in this game. I don't think it happens the way everybody thinks it's gonna happen.
I was just going to say, I was going to do that half interests me now because I was going to say it's going to be a push game, but I was still going to take the Chiefs. I
Okay.
still like Kansas City in this one. I'm going to go with the under. Give me KC in the under myself.
Okay.
Dallas' defense has really played better recently since the additions. And Kansas City's defense has been pretty solid too.
Right.
But I think going to Dallas can be a tough place to win. Dallas is really good this year at home. I still like the Chiefs though in the under. So
Okay. And like I
might
said,
be I'm losing that in the hook though. I'm not sure.
yeah. I'm only taking it because they're getting points. If Kansas City was
Right.
getting points, I'd probably take Kansas City.
Right.
Okay. Big spread for Sunday night divisional game. Cincinnati Bengals go into Baltimore. This is an outside game to take on the Baltimore Ravens, and Lamar was a full participant in practice today. Um, Jamar Chase will be back for Thursday night. And also, from what I'm hearing, Joe Burrow is going to start. He is back. They're still giving the Ravens, or they're still giving the Bengals 7. So
It's 7. Wow.
it is 7.
And what's the over under?
Cincinnati plus 7. Over under is same as last, 52.5.
Oof.
If Cincinnati can keep Burrow clean, this game goes over 52.5.
Interesting game. Oof. Yeah, you're right. Give me Cincinnati over in this one.
Mike, I was thinking the exact same thing. So we're both on the same page. Cincinnati and the over on this. Like I said, if they can keep them clean, this goes over. Nope, I'm changing mine. I'm going under. And the reason why I'm going under is because I don't trust, because of what you were saying, I don't trust Baltimore's offense. Like you said, there's something about it. They look different. They look lost. They look troubled.
They do.
Hurt.
That's why I don't understand how you're giving the team 7
right
now. I don't get that.
I don't either. I mean, I can keep refreshing this all day long, but this number hasn't changed.
Right.
The Kansas City and Cowboys game did, but not this one. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't see this game being that high a point total. But again, Cincinnati's going to get 7. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Cincinnati wins this game with Burrow coming back. I mean, there's nobody that's going to be happier than that than Jamar Chase. Here's the only downside though. Okay, Cincinnati. T. Higgins is out.
A concussion, right?
Yeah, he's got a concussion. He's going to miss this game. So that means that if you have Ushivas, he's going to have a big game.
And there was some other kid last week who had a good game for them.
He's going to have another good game.
I forget his name.
I don't know his name.
I'm going to check it up right now.
But Oshivas or Ishivas or whatever Aishi, whatever. Anyway, him and whoever the other cat was. Was it Charlie Jones or was it Jermaine Burton?
No. No, it was what was his name?
Let's go to stats.
Let's see. Where the heck's the box score?
It was nope, never mind. Mike Gesicki. He's back.
Gesicki's back.
Mitchell Tinsley.
Tinsley, that's the guy I was thinking of. Yeah.
Tinsley. I mean, he had. Well, here's the thing. He had 6 targets. He only caught 2 of them, though.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason why you remembered him is because he was the only one that scored a touchdown.
Okay. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. Other than their defense, he was the only guy on the offense to score a touchdown.
Yeah, you're right. They spread it around. Oshivas, Gesicki, Higgins, and Tinsley all had 6 or more targets. Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
Take Higgins out of the equation, add in Jamar Chase, and it's probably going to look the same.
Yeah.
Except that Jamar is probably going to end up getting double targets of what everybody else is going to get.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then Friday's game, before we get into Sunday, which we won't today, but we will Saturday when we get back together. Friday game is the Chicago Bears, and this is a 3 p.m. game on Friday. So Chicago Bears versus going to Philadelphia to play the Eagles, and the all right, something's got to be going on here. The Bears are getting 7. So Chicago plus 7, the total is 44.5. To me, this seems easy. Bears all day long on this one, unfortunately. With the way Philadelphia looked on Sunday night or whatever it was, I just don't like it. And 44.5, I'll take the over on that one. Not by much, probably by a half point. 24-21 again. But Chicago's getting 7. Give me that. Give me that all day long.
So you're taking Chicago in the over?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Philly's gonna win this game and win it pretty handily. Even though the Bears beat us, I wasn't impressed with them at all. I'm taking Philly in the under. I think Philly shuts them down. I think Saquon Barkley has a huge game.
I'm just saying, Mike. I am just saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas didn't have that great of a defense. Doesn't have that great of a defense, and they pretty much shut them down.
I know. I'm just looking at what we did against the Bears rush. The Bears can't stop the run whatsoever. Yeah, and I think Philly's going to run the ball all day in this team. I do.
Okay.
I think Saquon needs a game to get started, and wouldn't be nothing better than this game.
But look at Dallas's defense too. Their running defense is not the greatest either.
Right, I know. But listen, they put more on AJ Brown and Hurts last week, which I didn't understand. Saquon didn't get many. I mean, their game plan was really awkward. The first half, they kind of opened up. Yeah. I don't understand what they were doing last week.
So weird. I mean,
yeah,
you got a 2,000-yard running back, and
right, and you still don't give him the ball. I don't understand.
He's not going to hit 1,000 this year, is he?
Tell you what, it doesn't look like it. I swear.
I don't think he is. What's the stat?
Saquon had 10 carries last week, man. That's it.
Yeah, he's got 684 yards on a year, rushing yards.
I mean,
he's not going to hit 1,000.
I don't understand that.
I mean, he might. I mean, he needs what 316 yards left.
Yeah, he'll probably hit 1,000, but it won't be anything major.
Yeah, he's got 6 weeks to do it, and he averages. What's he average? 65.
60 yards a game. Yeah.
60. Yeah, 62. So, quick math there. I mean, yeah, that puts him over. Puts him over 1,000 if he stays at his 62-yard cap.
Right.
But still, though, I mean, that is a huge drop off.
Oh, big time. Big time. I mean,
yeah.
He's only averaging 3.7 yards a carry.
Right.
I mean, but I think a good remedy for them will be this Bears defense, who still has a ton of injuries. They cannot stop the run. I think Goddard has a big game. I think Philly just hammers. You know, the one thing I noticed, we sacked Caleb Williams one time. So he did have some nice plays where he got out of the rush, but he didn't make any tough throws. There weren't any throws where I was like, wow, that throw was amazing. Because the guys he was hitting were open, you know?
That's because our defense sucks.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's going against the defense right now since they got Phillips. Man, they're playing some great football. They really are.
Yeah.
So.
Would you take on the over-under of this game?
Under. Filling the under.
All right. Well, that concludes the NFL portion of this. So then, I'm just looking through this list Sunday slate games. Colts and Houston, big game. Right now,
big game, real big game.
Right now, Colts are giving 4.5. Cards and Bucks. Nah, it's not a big game. It'll be an interesting game. It's not a big game. Vikings and Seahawks.
That's a big game.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
That'll be interesting. Right now, Seattle's given 10.5 to the Vikings.
Wow.
Yeah. Bills and Steelers.
Playoff game for us.
Yep. I think I took a picture of this today. Here's the updated playoff picture currently in the AFC. You ready?
Yeah.
This was after, obviously, last week. The number one, pretty self-explanatory, Patriots 10-2. Number 2, Broncos 9-2. Number 3, Colts at 8-3. Number 4, the Ravens at 6-5. Number 5, the Chargers at 7-4. 6 is the Jaguars at 7-4, and 7 is Buffalo at 7-4. 8, 9, and 10 are as follows: Steelers 6-5, Texans 6-5, Chiefs 6-5. Yeah, Steelers are not.
It's not better than number 10 of all those teams.
Nope. And the Steelers, I wouldn't.
They're trending the wrong way.
I wouldn't trust them against any of those 9 other teams. Now, here's the thing.
Nope.
Last week, the Steelers were sitting at the number 4 slot. They are now out in the 8th position because they lost and the Ravens won, and the Ravens overtook them. So they dropped 3 slots. 4 slots. And right now are out of playoff. So it's going to be hard for them to make up this.
Yeah,
to
big
make
time.
up ground. You know, they got to win. They got to beat the Bills.
You have to win.
And I don't see it happening.
No, I don't either. I don't trust them.
I don't see it happen. Mike, what is the most expensive game to go to this week? Thursday and Friday. What's the most expensive game? Okay,
Guessing.
There's 4 games. Okay, I'll give you the teams real quick again. 4 games.
I already the game for the most expensive just because of who they are.
Okay.
I'm going to say the most expensive would be Kansas City at Dallas.
Okay. That is the second most.
Wow.
At $218 a ticket.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Other games, I'd probably say then Chicago or Green Bay, Detroit.
Green Bay and Detroit is the third.
Okay. You got me on this one then.
$192 a ticket for Detroit and Green Bay.
Wow.
The game that is the least, before we go to the first, the least amount of money to go to would be the Bengals and Ravens at $86. Under $100 you can go watch this game. Now, granted, if this was both teams are 7-4, this is a $1,000 ticket probably.
Right.
So that means that the Bears and Eagles right now are $316 a ticket.
Ouch.
Both teams are 8-3. It's shaping up to be a good game.
And it's supposed to be some nasty weather Friday.
It's possible. I mean, look at us here in Pittsburgh. Now, granted, it should move out of the way by then, but
it could be going that way for Friday. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It certainly is going that way, but that'll be in Philly by tomorrow morning. This rain now here in Pittsburgh.
Right.
That'll be in Philly by tomorrow morning.
Right.
Or even by
they might see some white stuff on Friday during the game.
It's possible. Right now they're saying it's going to be about 43 degrees outside. So.
Okay, that's not bad.
The game to worry about is the Bengals and the Ravens game. That's going to be 37 at night.
At night, oof, yeah.
That's a night game too. So
yeah, that could get nasty.
Cold, and when it gets cold, that ball gets slick.
Yep.
It's like trying to throw an ice cube in your hand. Oh boy, some of these ticket prices for these other games. Yeesh. There's some low ticket prices here, Bob. Oh, here you go. Here's a Monday night game. It's going to be rather interesting. The Giants and the Patriots.
Ooh, that will be interesting.
Mm-hmm. I will certainly, because I still have it, but I will certainly be eager to look back on this year, on week 18, and see what the over-unders were from the beginning of the year of teams and their over-under projected wins for the year.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see that when we get there. But without further ado, we are done with the NFL for now. We're going to shift our focus and go to college because there is a rather large slate of college games that we would love to pick. And we would also have to pick our super dogs.
Yeah.
Try to find that. I might have one just by looking at this real quick. So here's what I'm going to do. I have to kind of expand what I got going on here. Upbeat.
I see 12 games you can pick on that top 25 list.
You want to just do the top 25?
Oh, no, I'm just saying there's a possibility of those games.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't look at the other games yet.
Yeah. The only one that's not ranked that is going to be one that we're going to have to pick is the Florida State-Florida game.
Yeah, definitely.
That, in my opinion, is definitely going to be one that we're going to have to pick. All right. Now I'm going to these times. All right. We're going to insert. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. Looking for your super dog.
What's that?
Did you start looking for your super dog?
I'm looking now. Actually.
That's what I was thinking you were doing. All right, we can start picking, and then we can, when I get to, I can stuff up later. So we're not getting dead air out here. MISS IPPL. Okay. Ole Miss, Mississippi at noon. And this Friday. And the spread on that is Mississippi State is given 7.5. And the over under is set at 62.5.
That's a lot of points. Holy cow. Whew.
And this is a very important game here to find out what is going on with Lane Kiffin. If you've
I was going to say.
If you've been into the news at all,
yes,
the university and Lane Kiffin have both kind of come out publicly and said, we'll discuss what's going to happen after this game. We don't know whether Lane is staying, whether he's taken off. He might want the LSU job that's currently open.
So he's been rumored for LSU. He's been rumored for Florida. Right. He's been rumored for Auburn, which is pretty funny on the SEC.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a surprise here that he's not rumored for Penn State. I think he wants to stay in the SEC. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I am going with Mississippi State.
Sorry, say it again.
I'm taking Mississippi State in the over.
So you want to leave these points and take the over of 62.5?
Yes, I'm grabbing the 7.5. I'm taking the 7.5 and taking the over.
I'm going to take the 7.5, and I'm going to take the under.
So you're taking Mississippi under.
I'm taking Ole Miss.
Right, they're giving 7.5, right?
No. They're getting 7.5. Mississippi State is giving.
What?
Hold on. That's my fault because it says miss here. That's all it says is MISS. Okay. So yes.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is giving.
Yeah.
The 7.5. Yeah. That would be stupid of me to think that Mississippi State is giving the points.
Yeah. So I'm taking Mississippi State in the 7.5 and the over.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll stay with Ole Miss. I think they're gonna blow them out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
You're taking the under?
Yeah, I'm still taking the under.
Okay.
Yep, nothing's changed.
Okay.
All right, so this is where we talk things through. We got number 13 Utah against Kansas. Me personally,
no.
The spread's 11.5. I don't think we need to take this game.
No.
Iowa, Nebraska. I don't see this as a big rivalry game, but it's 2 7-4 teams, and it has big implications in the Big Ten. Not that they're going to play for the championship or anything like that. I think we pretty much know who's going to do that.
Right.
But I mean, it still could be a potentially big game, but the spread on this is also 6.5. The next teams I see are at 3:30 on Friday, and that's Georgia and Georgia Tech.
That's a good game.
Okay, so let's stick
Spread's
with that.
13.5, but that's always a good game.
Yeah, but let's take that one because that is a true rivalry game. I don't necessarily think that Iowa Nebraska is a rivalry game because they've only kind of been rivals for the last 4 years. Whenever
Nebraska would join the Big Ten.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't really see it as such. Now it can certainly turn into one, but I don't think it is right now. Okay, so Georgia Tech, number 4 Georgia going into Georgia Tech. Georgia is giving 13.5. And the over-under is set at 59.5. I like the over in this game. I think I've seen these two teams. I could see them putting up. I mean, Georgia Tech put up 28 on Pitt. Not that that's this big thing. I don't think Pitt's defense is better than Georgia's defense. But I think Georgia's offense is better than Pitt's offense, and Pitt really took it to Georgia Tech. I mean, just annihilated them.
And two things about that. So Georgia Tech had a ball inside the 23 times and came
Go somewhere else.
No points. So I was worried about that game. They inside the 20 within 3 times and came with no points.
Right.
And Pitt actually took a pick back for 7, 100-yard interception return.
Right.
Georgia's offense is so inconsistent right now. That worries me. Their defense is solid. I'm taking Georgia Tech in the under in this one.
Georgia Tech in the under. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Remarkably, the only thing I said was the over. But I like the 13.5. It's hard to give up 13.5.
Especially in a rivalry game.
Well, yeah, but college is different that way. Where giving up 13.5 is almost normal in college.
Right.
Because we see other spreads where they're like 28.5, 30.5, and you're just like, holy shit. But I just think I don't know. It's a rivalry game for sure. The 13.5 is a ton. It's still a ton. It's almost two whole touchdowns to beat them by.
Right.
I'm waffling, Mike. I'm waffling. Give me Georgia. The hell with it. Give me Georgia. They're going to want to win this game. They're going to win this game big. They're number 4. They're going to want to make a statement any way that they can. And by winning this game big, they're going to do that. So I like Georgia in this, especially when it comes down to implications of the playoff picture for them. Okay.
Yeah, Pitt had freshman run for 206 yards against them too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
So. All right. The next game for Friday that I see that is going to be huge, and that's number 3 Texas A&M going against number 16 Texas. Would you agree, Mike?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we got Texas A&M versus number 16 Texas, and A&M is giving 2.5.
2.5.
Yep, A&M is giving 2.5. The over under is at 51.5. I think this is an over game for sure. And I like A&M. So I'm going to lay these 2.5. I don't think it's going to mean much in the grand scheme of it. I don't think. I mean, I know that Texas has come on as of late, and really kind of seemingly put things together here, but A&M is undefeated. I just think they're just a better team here. And if I'm not mistaken, is it Texas A&M or is it Texas Tech that spent the most in NIL?
Texas Tech.
Okay, I always get those two confused. Why do we have to wait?
A&M and the over?
Yes, I'm going A&M and the over.
Okay.
Why do we wait until I get on live for you guys to start fucking around? Play on your tablet.
I'm going to go Texas in the under.
Not to mention, you need to go to bed, CJ. You still have school tomorrow.
In this one, I think Texas wants nothing better than to ruin A&M's undefeated season.
Listen, I don't dislike that. I just don't think that Texas is going to put it together for this game. But you do like the over in this game as well.
No, I like the under.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Too busy yelling at my kids. Okay. And then the next big game that I see is a 9:00 game on Friday. And that is Arizona and Arizona State. Number 25 against number 20.
Ooh.
Arizona is 25th. Arizona State is 20. And if I'm not mistaken, Mike, before the college playoffs last year, was this the game last year that we saw Cam Scattergoo kind of break out? And
yes.
Is this the game? The rivalry game where we were like, holy shit, who the hell is this kid?
Yeah. Just the one everyone said, wow. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
From what it looks like here, it looks like Arizona is the one giving the point here, 1.5. So Arizona is giving a 1.5. I'm going to double check that right here. Make sure that is the case. Yes, the Wildcats are giving a 1.5. Both teams are 8-3. Arizona's 5-3 in the Big 12, and Arizona State is 6-2 in the Big 12. The over/under is set at 48.5. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. So, over/under set at 48.5. Arizona giving a point. Pretty much a toss-up game. It's a pick 'em. I think it's a low 20 or 48.5. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen these two teams play at all, but I think both of these teams can both score, 24 points, 25 points on each other. Probably looking 35, 34, maybe. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I could see that happening with these two teams.
So I'm on the over. Are you on the over as well?
I am on the over. Absolutely.
Okay. I think Cam Scattergoo is going to be in this game, at this game. He's got nothing else better to do on a Friday night.
Well, he might go to Raw, still SmackDown. You saw him on Raw, right?
Oh yeah, I did see him on Raw. Is SmackDown at Madison Square Garden?
No. I'm just saying. No.
Okay. Well, then I could see this one. He could be showing up at this game.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I can see him showing up to this game. It's a big rivalry game. It's on Friday. Night game. They're getting a 1.5. Arizona just got into the top 25. So they were out. They're making waves. Arizona State has been lingering around the bottom half or the bottom fifth of that 25. I'm going to take Arizona State on this.
Okay.
I don't really care about the 1.5. You can keep it. I'm just going to take Arizona State to win.
Okay, I'm going to take Arizona in the over in this one. I think it's a field goal game either way. I think it's a close game, high scoring. It's a coin toss for me. I'm just taking Arizona. I think they're playing a little more momentum right now. So,
All right, good deal. With that, we are done with our Friday slate. So then we move on into the Saturday slate. 12 o'clock, big one. Guess what? Ann Arbor.
The
Huge
game.
game. This is the one that Ohio State wants in the worst way. Number one, Ohio State going to Ann Arbor for college game day to take on number 15, Michigan. The last time that Ohio State beat Michigan, that was the year I got married, Mike, back in 2019. It's been
Really?
6 years since Ohio State has beaten Michigan.
Holy shit!
Didn't realize that, did you?
No, and they've won the national title since then. So
Right.
that's nuts. Wow.
Right. That was the last time. Now, granted, you got to remember last year, right? Michigan beats Ohio State at Ohio State. Michigan plants the flag. Ryan Day stands there looking around like an absolute boob. And
Right.
Turns out it
Then they
didn't
go
matter.
on to win national title.
It turns out it didn't matter because they ended up winning national championship.
Right.
So, could that happen again? Here's the spread. Ohio State is giving 9.5.
Oh my goodness.
The over/under is set at 44.5. Low total with a big spread. Low total with a big spread. We have quietly not heard a damn thing about Ohio State this year, and they're the number one team in the country.
Yeah.
And I will.
All year.
I will take it a step further and say that we haven't heard a damn thing about Michigan, and they're 9-2 this year.
Yeah, haven't heard anything about either team.
That kind of scares me on how this game is going to go. Because we don't really have the only thing we really have to go off of on this game is Ohio State is number 1, they're 11-0, and Michigan is number 15, and they're 9-2. Now, granted, we know the Big Ten because I know the Big Ten because I watch the Big Ten all the time. You know the ACC, you watch the ACC all the time. I can tell you from watching the Big Ten all the time that it doesn't matter what anybody's record is, especially for this. You can throw all that shit out the window. None of it matters. So this is basically who you got. Michigan's getting 9.5. It's hard.
It's a lot of things.
That is hard. That is hard to steer away from. Now let me just preface this by saying I hate both of these teams. I can't stand either one of them. Okay.
Right.
So the fact that I have to pick one of these teams, I want to throw up. But I think Ohio State does it this year. I think they beat them. I don't think they beat them by 9.5 though.
I don't either.
I think this is like a 7-point game.
Okay, that's what I think. I think it's closer than the experts think. Yes.
7-point game. And I think that I could see this game being 42-35.
Wow. You're going over. You're going well over.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I can see this game being 42-35. I'm taking the over. I think Ohio State wins, but I think Michigan covers.
Okay. I'm with you on the Michigan covering.
Okay.
I just think the only way they cover in this game is to make it a 21-17 game, a 20-17 game, ground it out because they have a freshman quarterback. Their offensive line is experienced. They're big. They have a couple big running backs. I think they have to slow down Ohio State. I really do. So I think it's going to be a typical Michigan, Ohio State, knockdown, drag out, grass in the air, dirty uniforms. 2017. Give me Michigan the under in this one. So
Very well.
I do think Ohio State wins this game though, as well as you do. So
okay, I think the curse is lifted. 6 years is a lot.
That's a long time. I'm shocked by that one.
It's a long time. 6 years. That's a long time. I think they get the monkey off their back this year. I think they get the Ohio State gets to give a little bit of revenge. Get a little bit of revenge on this. They had Michigan plant the flag in the middle of the field, which I think if I'm not mistaken, it was that game that I think the NCAA came out and said you're no longer allowed to do that shit.
Yes, you're exactly right.
So, I think they get over the hump. Now watch, they'll end up beating Michigan and they'll lose in the national championship.
Right.
At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
All right. Next game I got here. Number 12, Miami, going into Pittsburgh to play Pitt, number 22 Pitt. Miami, surprisingly, I got to be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised by this spread. It's only 6.5. So Pitt's getting 6.5. The over-under is 51.5.
So, as an ACC fan,
You go. You tell us about it.
expect the unexpected in these games. Okay? Because right now, last week, everyone who thought Louisville was going to go in SMU and hammer them, they got beat 38-3. It was ugly. Georgia Tech was a 9.5 point favorite of Pitt or something like that. Pitt goes in and beats them by 14.
Right.
ACC right now, if Pitt wins, this is crazy. They might not get a bid in the college football playoff, the ACC, because your top team right now in the ACC is 13th ranked or 12th ranked Miami, and they'd be on the outside looking in with the ACC title game, regardless. Right now.
From what I understand, there is complete and utter pandemonium chaos in the ACC right now.
Yes. So right now, there are 3 games that matter this weekend in the ACC: Miami, Pitt, Virginia Tech, and Cal SMU. If Pitt wins, it goes into craziness because if Virginia Tech beats Virginia, mind you, Virginia Tech has beaten Virginia 9 out of 10 times. They've had the worst record 7. Virginia has a snake bitten with this team. Cal SMU should romp over them. But again, when these two teams play, pandemonium happens. Cal's new in the ACC. They have a new coach coming in this week. Craziness, and expect the unexpected. That's all I'm saying with the ACC. You can never tell. The Carson Beck who started the season for Miami isn't that guy anymore.
Nope, I agree.
And what everyone's noticed is if you put pressure on this guy, he panics.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing Pitt does in the last 7 years, actually, if you go back the 7 years with Narduzzi, they're first in the NCAA with sacks. 5 out of the last 7 years are in the top 2 in sacks. That being said, 6.5 is a lot of points. I'm taking Pitt in the over in this one.
Okay. The only real thing that I get to go off of, Mike, is what they did to Georgia Tech. And by looking what they did to Georgia Tech, kind of makes me feel like they got momentum on their side. They look fired up. They look poised to play. Miami is a warm weather team, and they're coming to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's going to be cold on Saturday.
We're coming to Pittsburgh. It's going to be 35 degrees here in Pittsburgh probably around kickoff.
Right.
Okay. It might be a little bit warmer, but still, you're going from what?
80 degrees,
75,
80 degrees.
70-ish to 30. That's a big jump. That's a big change. I don't give a shit if they're used to it or not. I don't care if they camped out here for a week. They ain't used to it. Their bodies are used to it. I'm on your train, okay? I'm on your train, and I'm going to take Pitt getting the 6.5. I almost want to take the under in this game, but it's college football, and college football loves scoring points. I want to take the over in 51.5. So I'm going to follow you on this game.
Another reason why I think that it's funny how they scheduled this game, knowing this was a swing game in the ACC, they put it on first.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it interesting because the last two games are later at night. They do some games that mean something. I don't know. It's really awkward how they scheduled this.
Right.
So it's really strange. But I'm with you. The momentum thing, the weather thing, that's big. That is big.
That's huge.
So
especially for
Miami. Yes.
Especially for Miami. Florida teams don't do well in the cold.
No, and they're not the same team who came out of the block winning 6 or 7 straight.
No. Like you said.
Since that Louisville loss, they're,
Like you said earlier, Carson Beck does not look like the Carson Beck that we know. He looks like a totally different guy from the beginning of the year to now.
Yeah, completely. I mean, you wouldn't even know it's the same quarterback, honestly.
No, not really. All right. So the next game that I'm thinking we take is probably Oregon and Washington.
Yeah.
42 points.
Old Pac-12 rivals.
So number 6 Oregon is going into unranked Washington, and that spread is Oregon is giving 6.5, and the over under is also set at 51.5.
66 points. I'll go for a field goal to make it 67.
I will go first on this one.
Okay.
I'm taking Washington the points and the under at home.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're taking Washington in the points, and you're going on the under train.
Yeah, I think Oregon might be on upset alert this week. This is a tough game for them. Washington's really tough. They're really under the radar. Lost some games they shouldn't have, and their defense has been solid all year. So Oregon's got a good defense too. So I think it's a lower scoring game than people think. And I don't know what the weather's going to be up there in Washington. So
I don't know about rain or anything like that, but it's looking like that. It's looking like it's going to be maybe cloudy. It maybe looks at 48 degrees. So
it's not bad then. Okay.
That is typical West Northern Coast weather.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, they're in their they're in their element up there. But I'm going to lay the points. I'm going to take Oregon. I'm going to ride the hot streak of Oregon. And I see this as an over game as well. I just think it's going to be just tit for tat. You throw a bomb, I throw a bomb. We kick it off to you, you run it back. Kind of something like that, where it gets out of hand quick, and you're kind of just like, well, let's just throw let's just throw everything out the window and let's just fly by the seat of our pants right now. So, I can see this game kind of getting out of hand. All right. The next game is a 3:30 game again. It is unranked LSU going against number 8 Oklahoma. Oklahoma is giving 10.5.
Ooh.
The over-under, get this, the over-under is set at 36.5.
What?
I'm going to refresh it just to make sure.
Yeah.
It's
wow.
That is it. 36.5, 10.5.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, I think this is a no-brainer. I think that regardless of the 7-4 record from LSU, I don't think they're a good team this year. Um, Brian Kelly was kind of a detriment to this team. They could have been good. Uh, Also, with that being said, though, I don't really trust Mateer. I think the last two games they haven't got over 20, but they still ended up winning games somehow. Um, but I could see this one where they get something put together here. Here's the bad part. It's going to be 56 degrees, and it looks like there's going to be a chance of thunderstorms. So,
Interesting.
yeah. I'm going to lay these points, but I'm going to take the over. I think it's a no-brainer taking the over, in my opinion. But I'm going to lay the points. I don't really like LSU this year. I don't really like Nussmeier either. So I'm going to run with Oklahoma, the favorite, so to speak. It looks like I'm not on all the favorites, but the last two have been on the favorites here. I'm
I
going to
think
take
this is the
this favorite as well.
first time we're picking exactly the same. I'm with you. I do
Okay.
not like LSU. Oklahoma seems have righted the ship a bit.
Yeah.
Since they're all bumping the road, they have a strong defense, but LSU's a mess right now. And 36 and a half is a lot. That's low points for college football.
That is gross.
Yeah. And I know LSU is a hell of a defense, a running around crazy, but Oklahoma has a hell of a defense too. I think defensive touchdown can happen a couple times in this game for either team. But I think Oklahoma runs away with this one, and over under gets backdoored to go over that 36 and a half.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Let's get back to a little bit of normalcy here. So, well, normal in a sense. Another 3:30 game rivalry. Number 14 Vanderbilt going against number 19 Tennessee in Tennessee. Tennessee's given 3.5. The over under is set at 65.5. Yes, 65.5. I am going to take Vanderbilt on this miracle type esque season. I like them in this game. You're getting 3.5. But I'm going to take. I think it's college football, ladies and gentlemen, and anything can happen. And it's wild and wonderful as it is, just like West Virginia. I'm taking the under though at 65.5. So I got Vanderbilt. I got the under.
I'm with you on this one exactly. I'm taking Vandy in the under too. That number's just too big for me, especially with a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Bragging rights for these two teams. Two good football teams, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But Vanderbilt's having a hell of a season. I think they keep it going. I think they probably win this game outright too, by the way. Give me Vandy and the under, though.
Agreed. Okay, so we can go Cincinnati and TCU. They're both 7-4. Big 12 matchup. Or we can stay the course and stay with the Florida State-Florida game and move on. Don't matter to me. Just one more game we're picking if that's the case.
Interesting. I say since Matt is let's go with that Florida State-Florida game.
All right, fair enough. We will do Florida State and Florida. Not to mention, there's a good chance that we could still be picking some of these teams again later because they could end up in, championship matchups.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
So news came out of FSU yesterday that Norvell will be back as the head coach. Was disappointed about 95% of FSU's alumni.
Yeah,
so
gotta take a look.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, Florida State is getting a point and a half.
Wow.
Now, I should say this, and this is probably why they're getting a point and a half. It's in Florida. It's in
It's a swamp. Yeah, it's in the
in the
swamp
swamp.
in Gainesville. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that is the only reason why Florida State is not getting points in this matter. The over/under is also set at 51 and a half. So 51 and a half, and Florida is giving a point and a half.
I'm taking the Gators in the under just because of their defense.
The Gators.
And the swamp is a tough place to play, even when they're bad.
On special teams.
I've been there many times for football games, so.
The only chance for Florida State to win this game is to shut the swamp up.
What do you think Cash did?
So
What do you think Levi
that's the only way they're going to end up winning this game. I think they do it. I think they run the kickoff back, opening kickoff back for a touchdown and shut this crowd completely off.
There you go. That'll do it.
That'll do it. 51 and a half. Nah, let's go big or go home. All right, give me the over in this game.
Playing a game on
So, funny story.
Yeah.
I'm up there around 1994, 95. Florida, Auburn. They're both ranked. We're sitting in the student section. Auburn comes running into the field. This kid's a student in Florida, probably from like Pakistan, Iran.
Mm-hmm.
He's yelling, "Elborn sucks! Elborn sucks!" We're saying, "What in the hell is Elborn?" Oh, Auburn. Okay.
Oh, Auburn.
So, yeah. So the whole game we were chanting, "Elborn sucks! Elborn
Alaborn.
Elborn sucks! Elborn sucks!" Like, go with your. All right, Elborn, you suck. It's so funny.
stick handling and slap shot.
Okay, we're getting towards the end here. We got, I think, probably 2 games left. We could probably squeeze in a third if you want to, but that's up to you. I don't care. Virginia Tech and Virginia, number 18, Virginia. UVA is given 8.5 to Virginia Tech. And the over/under is set at 53.5. Mike, you are the ACC guy. You said that Virginia Tech seems to have Virginia's number.
Right.
I'm going to go with what you said. I'm going to go with the trend, 9 out of 10. I'm going to stick with that trend. I'm going to go Virginia Tech. I'm going to go under on this game, though.
Okay. I'm going Tech, the 8.5. I'm going to go over, though. I think it's a crazy game.
Okay.
These two teams usually play crazy games, so.
All right. All right. So we have probably 2 more games here. It's what it's looking like.
Okay.
Unless you, I mean, probably not. SMU in California.
Nah.
SMU's 8-3. Cal is 6-5. And then there's Notre Dame and Stanford. Stanford's 4-7.
Yeah, they're bad.
Not to mention the spread on that is 32.5.
Right, it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
And then there's really nothing else after that. So 2 games here
No.
we got left. 2 games for sure. And that is number 10 Alabama in the Iron Bowl with
The
Auburn.
Iron Bowl.
With Auburn. So 2 games left to pick. Alabama. Greenbow, Alabama. And Auburn. And Alabama is giving 6.5. And the over/under is 46.5. Sorry.
Interesting.
Yes. Okay. Give me Alabama. Give me the over. I think this.
Me too.
Yeah, I think that Simpson kid. If I'm not mistaken, he's also a true freshman as well. Um,
Ty Simpson.
Ty
He's,
Simpson.
yeah.
Yeah, I think this kid is going to be special for a few years that he's got left here in college. We'll see what it looks like in the pros, but for right now, we're talking about the present, not the future. And he is the future in Alabama, and they got a bright one ahead of them because this Ty Simpson kid looks pretty darn good.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
going to be a different animal though for this game. This is the Iron Bowl. This means something more than probably those 9 wins that he got
Right.
already. But this is probably going to be his best win if he does get the win. So I'm gonna bank
Yep.
on him getting that win, covering the 6.5, and hitting the over in this game because they're going to need to make waves here in college football rankings. So they're going to need to win big on this one. So I think they will. And then the last one we're going to pick is the UCLA USC game. As a matter of fact, scratch that. We are not. The spread on that game is 21.5. We don't pick that game.
Oh, damn.
It's
Okay.
going to be a good game to watch. So that was our last game.
Okay. Super
Kind of
dog.
take a look at records here and see if anything else kind of means anything that really doesn't. So the one other thing we could do, Mike, if you want to, is we can squeeze in Cincinnati and TCU instead.
We could do that.
Okay.
Sure, we could do that.
All right, so let's do that. Let's squeeze in that. So 3:30. Unranked, both teams, Cincinnati versus TCU. Unranked. TCU is giving 4.5. Over under it's at 56.5. Big implications in this game. Might not make it into the Big 12 championship, but they're both 7-4. This should be a good game.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of what I've seen, and Cincinnati didn't look great against Utah, but TCU looked amazing in that first week when they played
Right.
North Carolina. No, granted, now what we know what North Carolina has become this year doesn't really hold that much weight as to what TCU did to them. But nonetheless, TCU looked great for that game. So that's really the only real thing that I'm going off of here. But TCU, I don't believe, was ever ranked this year. Cincinnati was.
Right. I don't think so.
So that kind of plays in a factor as well as for me. And Cincinnati has seemed to have fallen off as of late as well, which is why they're probably getting the 4.5. But I'm going to go with the points. I'm going to take Cincinnati getting the 4.5 at the over under 56.5. I'm going to go on the over on this game. So I'm going to take Cincinnati in the over.
Okay, I am taking Cincy with you in the under. Why? Just because I think both teams have pretty good defenses. And I don't know much about either team. I'll be honest with you. I watched a little bit of Cincy against Utah. They kept that game close, and TCU beat Houston this week in a 17-14 squeaker. And both teams are supposed to have pretty good offenses, but they've been struggling at the time. So I think both defenses outplay that 56.5, and they keep it kind of low. Give me Cincy and the under in this one.
Very well. So that brings us to our super dogs. we have a very large slate this week of college games, which look pretty good. Not going to do that forever, but looks good for now. Again, that's also going to get big whenever we start doing the championship games as well.
Right.
So, but now we're down to our super dogs, and I've kind of perused around, and I think I found mine, Mike.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go against my team, Penn State.
Wondering, I was thinking about that.
They're giving 13.5 to the Rutgers, and I still don't know what Penn State is this year, other than a failure. But they've won, I believe, that their last two games, and they've looked pretty well doing it. Well, they won their last game. I should say that. I think
Right.
Terry Smith won one game so far, and I think the game before that was Indiana. So, but they were close to
Which
winning.
they should have won.
Which they should have won the game. Boy, that reminds me of the 11-0 season that we had going into Michigan, and Michigan caught that back again. Oh God,
yeah,
2005, 6, 9, something around that area. Oh, that broke my heart. That was when Robinson was our quarterback.
Oh, Michael Robinson. Okay.
Michael Robinson was our
quarterback. Yep, Michael Robinson. Yeah.
Oh God. Flashbacks. But Penn State hasn't done well with giving points this year. So I'm going to stay on that trend. I'm going to take the Rutgers, get 13.5.
So you're going Rutgers plus 13.5.
And once you give me yours, I will give you the updated point totals.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to go with two teams I know absolutely nothing about, but I'm looking at their records. It doesn't make any sense. Give me Central Michigan plus 10.5 against Toledo. They're both 7-4.
That was kind of that's what I thought about last week whenever I took Ball State.
Right.
And it backfired on me tremendously.
Right.
They got blown out by like 50 or something like that. So I got no points on like 32.5. All right, so
I'll be honest, I know nothing about either team.
What two teams were they again?
Central Michigan and Toledo. They're both 7-4.
Central Michigan and Toledo. I gotta find it. Oh, there they are. They're both 5-2 in the MAC. They're both 7-4.
Right.
And Toledo is giving 10.5.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that I tried this route against Toledo and like I said, Ball State, and it did not end very well for me. So, you may have better luck.
Only thing I know, Toledo's defense is really good. Like,
yeah.
In their wins, they've given up.
Yeah, like for example, they were giving 28. I think it was 28.5 or 27.5 to Ball State, and no, it would have been less than that, and it was 39 to. No.
They've given up 49 points in their 7 wins.
Yeah. So
that's it.
28.5. Why didn't I get points on that then? It looks like I need to redo my math here. 28.5 plus 9. Oh, yeah. 37.5. I missed it by half a point.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they beat them 38 to 9.
Wow. In their 7 wins, they've given up 49 points. That's crazy.
Yeah. So you still want to take them?
I'm still going with 7-4, 7-4. Yeah. Yeah.
All
what the hell?
All right. Very well. Very well. Oh yeah. Guess what, buddy? Next week, all championship games.
Yep. Is it Army Navy next week or is that in 2 weeks?
Next week is all championship games.
Wow.
Friday, there are 4 championship games. Yeah.
Wow.
Saturday, all championship games. So we are going to do college football championship weekend, and we're going to pick every one of those games, and then the following week we only have one game to pick, and that is the beloved and fantastic Army Navy game, and
Right.
then after that are bowl games, and then after that is, well, kind of in conjunction with that, is the CFP national championship.
Right.
So
Right.
we will pick everything from here on out.
Yeah.
We will pick all the bowl games. We will pick all the championship games, and we will pick all of the CFP. I'll just have to see when these games fall and when we do our shows and
Right.
when we pick them. That is
Yeah.
clear cut only difference from here on out. But from here on out, in college football, we will be picking every college game from here on out, which is kind of exciting, to be honest with you, because we're gonna,
Oh yeah.
especially when we get in those bowl games, we're gonna get into teams that we've never seen or heard of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And have to pick those ones, and I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be fun.
There's no kicker
Okay,
in your
so
league.
the updated point totals.
Either offense or defense.
Mike, you are in a very close
Special
third,
teams is like, hey, we'll just
92
win.
points overall.
You need
Okay.
to
I am
the
at
rules and
98
safety.
and a half
That's what you
overall.
Okay.
That's what
And
you've been
Matt,
playing all season long.
He's a piece of shit.
On defense. You are a wide receiver.
What's
He's
he up to now?
he's a time traveler. I'm sure of it. But it only works on Super Dogs. It doesn't work for anything else.
A linebacker. That is all you got.
He has a point total of 157 and a half.
What?
157 and a half is his point total this year
That's crazy.
on Super Dogs.
Which is like
Amazing.
Yeah. So, yeah, kind of remarkable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll have to see going forward after today. I'm going to assume that these championship games, we're not going to be able to pick Super Dogs.
you ain't gonna be a running back.
No, but next week also is the second round of the FCS playoffs.
Okay.
So there'll be games there, but the spreads come out on Wednesdays, so we'll be able to see those games. So
Okay.
there might be some super dogs there. So
All right. So when does the FCS
they start this week.
this week?
You sure
Yeah.
you didn't get any of
There's
the
8 games this week.
Oh yeah,
And
Saturday.
Ben smaller than you.
Yep.
How
There's
many
8 games on Saturday.
Eight.
Because you got your ass
Yep.
from people or from kids.
And not to mention, we're not even talking about the Tuskegee, Alabama State.
Thursday.
I think, yeah, Grambling Southern, and then Fort A&M, Mississippi Valley State. Those are their rivalry games at the end of the season. So,
Mike, don't be surprised if we pick all of these too. We just might not do these on. We just might not do these on the show.
right.
But yeah, don't be surprised if we pick all these too. Because I mean,
Yeah, that's good to me.
first round of the championship. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Gotta do this. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's 2 other games.
Yeah, there's a game on Thursday and 2 games on Saturday. They're rivalry games in the season every year. Grambling Southern.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Florida A&M and Mississippi Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, they play every year this time. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not going to pick those 2 games because Southern is
Right.
1 and 10.
Yeah.
And
Mississippi Valley State.
yeah, is 1 and 10. So we're not going to pick those games. But the championship games, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to pick the championship games. All right. So with that being said, I think that we have done everything that we could do tonight. And
A fucking football player.
Got everything done here. We have picked all the games that we can for
That's
now.
what you did.
We will do the other
You're not
stuff
good.
off air
Just like you're
and
not good at hockey.
get all this stuff figured out. And
You
I definitely
need
want to make sure that
fucking practice.
we get the
And
FCS
talking
playoff
about
round.
your dad
We
every
gotta
day
we gotta
isn't
certainly pick
practicing
those.
shit.
We're just not gonna
Yeah.
get one. We're already 2
Yeah, I
hours
agree.
in.
Yep.
We'll just add it to our stuff and recap it for later. But
Yeah.
with that being said, thanks everybody for joining us here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments. Don't forget to tap on that notification bell and let you know when all your notifications come, let you know when we go live. So, Mike, got anything else to add on that?
It said have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, have a good Thanksgiving. Well, I see you at Thanksgiving.
Friday. You see me Friday.
Okay, well, I will see you Friday.
Yes. What time you guys
Yeah.
heading up there?
I don't know. Good question. I'll have to keep you updated on that.
Okay.
I think dinner's at 5, so
Okay.
maybe 3-ish,
4?
4-ish.
Okay. Well, the kickoff for that game is at 3 too. So.
Well, the kickoff for the
NFL game I'm talking about.
that's at 4:30.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they moved it instead of it being at noon now. It's now at 1.
Okay.
So everything got pushed back.
Okay.
So
Good. Okay.
yeah, normal times.
Right.
So it'll be a 4:30 start. So maybe that's when I'll show up. I don't know. We'll see. But
Okay.
I'll be there. I'll be there nonetheless. So,
All right, buddy.
with that being said, again, thanks everybody. Have a happy holiday. Be safe. Tomorrow's the biggest drinking night of the year. Call an Uber. Call a friend who doesn't drink. Do whatever you got to do.
Call an Uber.
Don't get behind the wheel. So with that being said, good night, everybody.
Good luck. Good night. Happy holidays.
There you go.